Woohoo! So I came to a different spot than what I usually come to. I'm usually over there, but I'm here now. So today is day 3 of new medicine, and that's been pretty interesting. Again, last night I didn't get the best sleep that I've got the first night. The first night was amazing sleep, but I accidentally took 2 pills instead of 1, which eventually is what I'll get to. So that's kind of positive, I guess, a way of looking at it, that eventually I will get that good sleep. In the meantime, this is just my body getting used to it, but I woke up like 70 times last night, and God, that shit sucks. Waking up all night long is just not something I recommend for anybody, and if that's something that you do, I suggest you get that shit fixed, because you'd be surprised how much nicer and how much collected and calmer you are when you get sleep. But anyway, I thought it'd be a perfect time for story time of me dealing with kind of some stuff that's going on. I was dating this guy here recently, and I was trying to, get back into the dating world, and like my first official time since Joshua and I split up. It was nice. I was crying every time I was leaving Healdsburg because this gentleman was so nice, and I kind of felt deprived that my entire life I had not really experienced a relationship like that where they're super nice and super kind and everything's right in that sense. The problem that we faced eventually, or rather that I faced, was this gentleman showed his affection in money, in the forms of dinners, in the forms of gifts, in the forms of trips. I'm not about that life anymore. Like, I'm just not about that lifestyle. I guess because I kind of grew up a little bit in that lifestyle, and that's where story time comes in. Let me tell you this story real quick of why that kind of stuff is super not important to me, and why I've decided to go a different route. When I was younger, at 12 years old, I went into the mental institution, and when I came out, CPS and my family decided the best thing for me was to split me away from my parents and put me with my grandparents. And to my siblings, that must have seemed super awesome because my grandparents had money, and to my siblings, or rather what I think, is that money to them is something super awesome because they didn't see what that lifestyle can bring. At 13 years old, my grandparents took me to Las Vegas, which to anybody would probably be super, super awesome, and who wouldn't want to go to Las Vegas? But to me, I didn't see them but a few times that entire week's trip. My grandfather was in blackjack tournaments, and my grandmother would stay in the hotel room, and I could have stayed in the hotel room, I suppose, but no, I wanted to get out and about and see things, which at 13 years old, that's not the brightest decision to make in Las Vegas, Sin City, by yourself and wander around. But I went on roller coasters, and I had me time, and yeah, that part was fun. And yeah, I'll always cherish those memories as far as like having me time. But I would have rather spent time with my grandparents, and I would have rather, we went to nice dinners, which I fucking hate, dude. I hate dressing up and eating with the president. To anybody else, that may be fun, but to me, fuck that noise. I just want to be trashy. But anyway, so they basically sent me home early because they wanted to stay. And their reasoning for sending me home, or rather the reason they felt it was okay, and it wasn't going to be as bad for me, was they were sending me home first class, which is fucking, again, super exciting to anybody. But there was this creepy-ass dude the entire time next to me who kept asking me, are you here for business or pleasure? Bitch, I'm 13. I'm 13 fucking years old. What do you mean, am I here for business or pleasure? It's motherfucking Las Vegas, and I'm 13. So then I get back into town, and my mother fucking forgot to pick me up from Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston. Yo, I'm 13 years old and not fat yet. At that age, I was skinny still, and the Depakote was just trying to get in there, and that, make me 300 pounds in one summer. That kind of shit may seem fun to somebody, to be alone your entire trip, and then to have your mother forget you at the airport. But to me, especially since I know what Mom was doing, instead of picking me up at the airport, when you choose your addiction over your own family, whether that be gambling, whether that be drugs, whether that be alcohol, whether that be pills, what have you, money helps assist with that. And money is not what I fucking want in my life, because at the end of the day, I've seen money buy drugs, I've seen money ruin gambling, I've seen money ruin lives because of gambling, I've seen people not get to interact with other people because they're too busy showing their affection with money. So, at the end of the day, that's not what I want, and that's not what I'm looking for, and I'm going to look for the pursuit of happiness and pursuit of me, and if money is not included in my pursuit of happiness, then so be it, because that's not what I'm after. I'm after love, affection, and a best friend who, at the end of the day, is always on my side, and I am always on theirs. Whether that's male, female, I don't give a fuck. Just please somebody be decent. Anyway, that's my story. Today is better. I'm still at the beach. My legs look hot. I'm getting sexier. Damn. Anyway, that's that. And I'm going to have my coffee break. And have a good day. So tomorrow we'll see how day 4 is. And in the meantime, this is where I'm at. Isn't that shit beautiful? Yeah. This is where I go for me time. This is where I go to like collect my thoughts and remember that I love living here and that if I just keep not eating. Bye.